quickly developing strong court awareness. Doesn't miss the easy assist off the wide open man.
Pass to Dermanenko. First quarter of play and about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Ramadas. That one no good. Nice D from Dave Zadirko.
4 straight misses to start the game. Not looking good for them.
Here's Marceda. Outside, Black. Junior up top. That shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the contest. And with Day, he's impressed as a junior. You just love the way he brings it on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely, Joe. Day isn't just a scorer or initiator. He's a pest on the defensive end. Day's versatile enough to fill any role at either guard position when his team has the ball. No doubt the star of this Burton squad is Bobby Erickson. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker, and he's been with the Hornets for quite some time now, and he's been the star. They're 0 for 5 to start, trying to get something, anything going here.
Here in the first, with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Up top, Black. Pass to Junior. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Stephen Porter. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And with Erickson, guys, you see his release, and you know immediately he's a terrific shooter. He's going to have no problems putting it on the floor as well.
That's true. I mean, Erickson plays bigger than he actually is, and that helps him finish on the inside. Colleges have shown a lot of interest in him since his breakout performance his sophomore year. He'll most likely be transitioning to shooting guard when he gets to that next level.
Time called here as the Hornets decide to talk it over.
Gonna try to draw something up to get their offense back in gear.
And they need it. They've hit a rough patch.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Luan to the inside. Porter inside. He's guarded by Marceda. And that one's good for Porter.
Well, you have to love the charm of the Newark East Gym. The facility might not be top of the line, but it has a lot of history for the Eagles.
And there have been talks about getting a new gym built on campus, but that's something that's a decade away on the school board's agenda. As you said, this gym just fits with the legacy of the Newark East Eagles.
Pass to Ramadas. Now here's Luan. Now Porter. He's guarded by Marceda. A shot by Porter, no good. Here's Evans. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
Their offense is producing high percentage shots right now.
And they need to keep up this intensity and tempo. Keep applying the pressure.
Outside James. Pass to Ramadas. Outside Luan. And here is Porter. Doubled by Marceda. Now here's Ramadas. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Have to admit, Ramadas can really go to work inside. Able to find his way to a nice shot in the paint.
Junior up top. Luan covering. Back to Junior. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Porter.
Well, seeing Junior out there, you can't help but think of his legendary father, Duke, one of the biggest names in the area.
The Eagles leading. Here's the break. Here's Sheffield. Lays it in off the break.
Well, Sheffield shows some real grit here. He endures the contact and still finds a strong finish.
Now Luan. Three-pointer. And that does it for the first quarter. Eagles ahead, up 8. Stay with. The first quarter of the season is in the book. Both teams making a change here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone by so far. Dermonenko outside. Outside Eriksson. Back to Lebih. Day with the steal. Pushing it up. The lead pass was put just in the right spot to produce the layup.
And once he sees a lane open up, you know he's going full force.
This is how he should attack, especially in these transition situations.
Well, coming into this season, Coach Bishop a bit on the hot seat. Eagles fans want to see a better finish than years past.
And that might have been a reason Coach Bishop tried to shake things up by bringing in some new faces. Not much to lose as he's in dire need of a great season.
This has been a very one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Outside for Lack. Pass to Marceda. Down low. Junior. And that finds the bottom of the basket. Nice feed that time from Marceda.
Scoring well here at the midway point and starting to put some distance between them.
Right, they're just adding padding to that lead bit by bit. Offensively, they continue to roll.
Outside Eriksson. Back to Lebih.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
Here's Junior. And it's Burton grabbing the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the D is in his face like that.
Outside Eriksson. Lebih guarded by Day. Lets it fly from 18. Vlad Dermonenko for 3. Here's Eriksson. And the layup's good off the glass.
In the paint, Eriksson manages to make it work. He uses some agility to slip past the defense.
Pass to Lack. Back to Junior. To the paint. And the layup is good.
Slick pass. Then up for the easy shot.
On the wing, Bobby Eriksson. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair so far. Eagles out in front, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. Halftime, second half of play, getting going. Newark East Eagles with a big lead after 2 quarters of play. And the Hornets and their roster, they aren't scared to play small if they need to.
Looking at the rest of the division, the Hornets are one of the smaller teams overall. They just don't have that many big bodies in the program, but they know how to make up for it with defensive rotations. Don't be fooled. This team is still deadly, albeit a tad undersized.
And it's stolen by Zadirko. Junior. Eriksson defending. And it's Junior missing. And the Hornets with possession. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
Have to respect Dermonenko's desire to score the ball. It's what makes defenders get aggressive with him.
Off on that one. So he goes 1 and 2 at the line that time. Now Junior, right side. Zadirko. 2 points as that one goes.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Now their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
Ramadas outside. Inside. From 9 feet out. He didn't call bank, but it doesn't matter off the glass.
Impressive awareness from the big man. Ramadas spotting the uncovered teammate and sharing the rock with him.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And the last few seasons, the Eagles haven't had an easy time finding wins.
For a while, it seemed you could always count on the Eagles to be at the top of this conference. That hasn't been the case lately. Hopefully, Coach Bishop has found the talent he needs to get his program back to the top.
Junior outside. Shoots from the right block. The rebound by Luan. And here's Burton. To the inside. Here's James. The shot's good on the assist from Michael Luan.
Making the game simple. When one of Luan's teammates is uncovered, he finds him.
Junior outside. Count it, number 5 for him from the floor. He's now at 5 of 11.
Defensively, that's just so hard to stop. He's too big of a height mismatch to overcome.
Outside Luan. Carter, he's covered by Sheffield. James up top. Outside Luan. And the foul will be on Porter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Junior. They lead by their biggest margin of the game at 25. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. That one on Lepto says Montaglue.
I like when Junior takes initiative. Being aggressive and getting the D to act on the drive.
Now here's Luan, guarded by Day. The 3 from James. He can't get that one. With 1 on the clock. The shot misses. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been pretty one-sided so far. Eagles ahead, opening a huge gap. And it's time. And here at the start of the fourth quarter, the big lead for the Eagles here at home. And with this huge lead for the Newark East Eagles, they've come out and set the tone they really want to set for the rest of the season.
Coach Bishop talked about a season of change. A game like that illustrates exactly what the school is after. Strong showing from the Eagles as they look to have this one wrapped up.
And that'll be Burton's ball as it goes out of bounds. Hornets able to keep the ball here.
The defender went for the ball and tried to make a play on it.
And that was crucial. Could have been quick points if he didn't get his hand on it.
And the Hornets with possession. To the paint. The reverse.
Have to appreciate the energy Junior provides on defense. He's working hard to alter every shot.
Misses the layup. Down low. Brothers. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
He's seen the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
Pass to Ramadas. Back to James. Now here's Luan, guarded by Day. Lets the floater go.
They need a lot more for him if they're going to be successful. His shooting is dragging them down.
To the middle. Here's Mason. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
They're really on to something. Running plays in the paint and finding a lot of success.
When something works for you 4 out of 5 times, keep at it.
And looking at Junior, the senior is exactly the type of guard the Eagles needed for this season.
Absolutely. He clearly is a plus athlete, and even though he hasn't spent too much time perfecting his skills, the pedigree is there with who his dad is.
Evans, James covering. Mason outside. Junior. Back to Mason. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They're getting torn apart inside. Time to show some toughness.
Yeah, defend with an edge and some attitude. Let him know there will be no more easy buckets inside.
Pass to Porter. Over Brothers. Misses off the left iron. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for the three-point play.
Here's one for Junior's highlight reel. Going after his shot with reckless abandon and earns an and one opportunity.
having trouble creating any kind of offense.
And you can really sense them tightening up a little bit at this point.
Hey, who's watching now?
Back to Levesque.
Hit me, I'm open.
Dermonenko outside. Outside Eriksson.
Outside. Watch the screen.
To end the run. The second chance effort. And another shot. It's hauled in by the Eagles. And with Junior, you don't want to only talk about who his father is, but it's a shadow he'll be under as long as he's on the hardwood.
It might be the reason why Junior didn't immediately take to basketball as a sport, but the similarities in their games are already apparent. Junior looks to be just as talented as his dad was.
Substitution on the court.
Great ball movement. They're sharing the rock.
And they're keeping everyone involved and engaged.
Junior up top. Eriksson defending. They double team Dave Zadirko. Here's Junior. Zadirko's shot is good.
And this run was exactly what they needed to put the game away.
Yup. This is how to seal a win in style.
Pass to Levesque. Leftos has Lonaglu in the high post. Here's Dermonenko. Back to Luan. Levesque. There's Leftos with the three. Off on that one. And the final horde sounds chalk one up for the Eagles. They get the win here at home and a fantastic start to the season.
And the level of skill from the last few years is visibly better for the Eagles. Junior seems to fit right in with the rest of the team. Newark East fans have to be excited about how they look.
And the Hornets didn't lose this game, the Eagles won it. To get a win over a talented Burton team says a lot for the future of Newark East this season.
And that'll do it for our broadcast of Garden State IAA Hoops. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe.
Whoa! Look who's got some serious.
Axel.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We have another exciting edition of Garden State IAA Hoops for you. I'm Joe Lamy. To my side are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We'll be seeing the Renfield Foxes play host to the Newark East Eagles.
And at this point in the season, we know that we can expect an intense matchup. The Eagles are a much improved team looking to come into Renfield and take one on the road. It won't be easy, but they have the firepower to make it happen.
And standing in their way will be Connor Rosenberg, the fantastic guard for the Renfield Foxes. He's got size, touch, just about everything. You can bet he'll be a handful for the Eagles.
This beautiful gymnasium will be rocking in no time as the Foxes defend their court against the Eagles. A look at the lineup for Newark East. You have Junior running point guard duties. He's joined by Day in the backcourt. And in the middle, it's going to be Marceda. And the rest of the front court is Lack at the 3 with Zadirko at the 4. Foxes starting with the group of Lee and star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing, and it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center. And while Coach Bishop did play ball himself in high school, he wasn't a standout athlete.
I remember hearing about him playing, very much of a game manager type of guard. Coach didn't try to do too much with him. He had strong fundamentals and overachieved given his lack of athleticism. Pretty much exactly what you want in a coach.
Now here's Gregory. 5 on the clock. Rosenberg's shot is off. Here's Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot 2. That one on Rosenberg.
Not fearing the contact. This is Junior's mentality. He welcomes aggressive defense on the way up.
Outside, Bishop. Rosenberg outside. Lee. Pass to Andrews. James Marceda with the block.
I love when Marceda leverages his reach and height on D, able to cleanly deny the shot attempt.
And with Renfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for it.
Outside, Bishop. The three-pointer, no good. And they're pushing it up. And here they go. Black, good.
Seems like every shot is coming off a great feed.
And everyone is looking to make that extra pass. That unselfishness right now has them on a roll.
And with Renfield, from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state-of-the-art.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play here? It feels like a country club. And as a result, a lot of potential standout athletes will try and get into Renfield's district just because of how nice the facilities are.
The Eagles with the lead. Pass to Marceda. Junior outside. Back to Marceda. And here's Junior. Another shot. Zadirko with it. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They're getting everything they want inside.
And that's fueled this run of theirs.
Renfield calls timeout.
Trying to kill the other team's momentum a little bit. Coach was smart for calling that huddle.
He needs to put some fresh ideas in his players' ears. They need to switch up their strategy.
And Renfield, one of the nicer schools in the area, their community puts a lot of time and effort into the school, and the results are easy to see.
Well, it's one of the more affluent areas in the state, and everybody knows it. Still, it's always nice to see a community rally around their high school and give them the resources they need.
Pass to Mason. Over Robert. That went off the back iron and out.
He didn't look comfortable taking that, even with the defense not really being effective.
On defense, Sheffield's energy is one of a kind, and it gives him an edge. He outplays the shooter and is able to smother his shot attempt.
And Junior gets it to go.
And this run has been fueled by their activity in the paint.
Yeah, on the interior, it looks like they figured it out. They're practically scoring at will.
Now here's Grace. Outside, Ducey. Pass to Roberts. Joseph. He's covered by Mason. Here's Roberts. It's good. The assist that time from Dustin Joseph.
Nice read from the big man. Joseph doing an excellent job analyzing defense, picking them apart.
And that's good for Junior.
And they aren't settling for anything outside here.
And why would they? Last 5 shots have been in the key, and they've converted each one.
Here's Grace. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
An absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game.
And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work.
Madison, defended by Brothers. Outside, Ducey. Madison, pass to Grace. Now here's Roberts. And there's the whistle for the illegal screen.
Didn't set up the screen properly on that one.
Eagles with some changes. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for Renfield, Troy.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Junior outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
Junior already understands how to force defenders into awkward spots and draw calls. Intelligent and aggressive at the same time.
He's perfect so far from the line.
So far, this quarter, they've been getting to the line and making it count.
Really taking advantage of that charity, and it's helped them build a lead.
To the middle, Bishop. The shot, no good. Jonathan Lack with some nice D.
Well, it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year.
Here's Lee. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Jonathan Lack picks one up, and this is his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game here. And that one falls. 2 for him at the line that time. And a little under 3.5 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Outside for Evans. Andrews with the steal. They're running. Moving it up. Bishop shot's good.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any efficiency. He's turning it around here, though.
Junior outside. Lee with the steal. And they're moving it up. A nice shot there by Bishop.
Oh, showing off some muscle there. Bishop just fending off the contact and keeping his composure.
And here's Junior. 11 points on the game so far. Back to Evan. Pass to Junior. Gregory pulls it in. The Fox is trailing. Outside, Bishop. Shoots a 3. Bishop can't get that one to fall. Junior up top. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Like a lot of players from Newark, Junior plays with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He's out to prove there's just as much talent in North Jersey as there is across the river in New York.
Pass to Lee. Rosenberg outside. From deep. Gets it to go from long range. It's a tie ball game.
A shot he can make. Give Rosenberg any kind of separation, and he's firing away.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll be back after halftime. And the second half getting started. Brentfield playing host to Newark East here on Garden State IAA Sports. Now Junior.
And with Junior, it's easy to see the natural athletic ability that he possesses. He was a great football player, and that fluidity translates to the hardwood well for him.
And he's been doing a great job of setting his team up for scores.
If I see the ball in his hands, I'm doing everything I can to get open right now, because you know he'll find you.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. And with Junior and his athleticism, he's pretty much having to learn the nuances of basketball on the fly.
Well, he's played ball before, no doubt about that. But playing organized ball is a completely different beast. Suffice to say, Junior's done an excellent job adjusting to the team game.
Pass to Junior. Here's Aderko. Gregory pulls it in. Poked loose. And stolen by Junior. And the basket by Zadirko.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for this mistake.
And here is Andrews. Pass to Bishop. Second shot chance. Tries yet again. Andrews misses.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Lack covered by Lee. Marceda, good.
Let the big man eat down there. Once again, Marceda has the positioning he likes, and the rest is history.
And with Rosenberg, you have to be careful of his shot. He owns a very quick and deadly release.
His shooting motion, though, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? One of the best shooters in the state, and it's hard to believe that he's just a sophomore.
And the Foxes call time here.
Every team goes through cold streaks. The coach has to be concerned right now.
Well, I'd like to see them attack the bucket, maybe draw some fouls, get some freebies.
Eagles making a switch here.
Bailey Madison. Lou Grace. Zane.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Swing to Madison. Bishop. Up top, it's Grace. Madison with the ball. Defended by Brothers. Now here's Bishop from deep. Here's Grace. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Kennedy outside. Pass to Joseph. And here's Connor Rosenberg. Sends it home as the clock strikes 0.
Impeccable effort. What?
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. This one's been fun to watch. The Foxes are on top, up by 6. And we'll be back right after this to bring you the start of the 4th quarter. Well, the 4th quarter getting... going here. Great matchup so far between the Eagles and the Foxes in this one. And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke, one of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
And I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be lucky to have that same kind of impact.
And the Eagles coaching staff loves this. Junior, tenacious on these physical finishes.
Outside Lee. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Eagles. Here we go, 1-on-1. Outside, Day. Mason, defended by Joseph. Day, and he banks in the layup.
And now that's 10 points in a row that have come right at their front door.
Hey, they're just getting handled down there. Have to toughen up, make a stand.
Pass to Andrews. That's good, and Rosenberg gets the assist.
And Rosenberg's unselfishness is on display here, doing a nice job setting up his teammate with the pretty pass.
Count that one.
The defense has been so soft down low.
Marshmallow soft inside. 5 straight scores in the paint. This team will just keep exploiting that weakness.
Well, he's already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year and the next 2 after.
Pass to Mason. Sheffield. Marceda. Andrews covering. Sheffield outside. Junior. They tie it up.
Watch the screen.
Tries again. Robert Andrews with the rebound. And for Rosenberg, the shooting is his trademark, but he's also got a good amount of burst with the ball in his hands.
It gives you everything you ask for from a wing player. It's a long ways away, but Rosenberg seems destined to play college ball at a big-name school.
And he makes the first.
Rosenberg is so advanced for his age. He can already fill it up from all over the court, and with 2 more years of high school to go, his ceiling is about as high as it can get.
Now here's Junior, covered by Lee. Back to Junior. Black. Down low. And Junior gets it to go.
Oh, the Eagles needed that one. And of course, Junior's the guy they look to get it for them.
And the center for this team, Robert Andrews, who his teammates call Big Bobby Andrews, is a looming presence for them in the paint.
And even though he's a high schooler, a lot of fans will describe Andrews as having old man strength. He's just very difficult to move or get an edge on with his deceptive brawn.
The Eagles make it. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 have gone by. The Eagles trailing. Sheffield with the ball. The drive by Junior. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And he'll go to the line.
Eagles are lucky to have Junior, so ready to sacrifice himself on the drive against some stiff defense.
And a tough... break as his second attempt at the line is no good.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Pass to Gregory, and it's good for 2.
What a blessing Troy Lee is for the Foxes. His playmaking ability is a big lift to their offense.
The drive now by Junior. Foxes with the board. And here they come. Here's Rosenberg. The rebound by Dave Zadirko. And it's the Eagles with the ball. 6-point game. Sinks it! And now they trail by just 4.
And let's talk Bishop on the Foxes. He was the star of the team before Rosenberg stepped up onto varsity, but he's still a very valuable contributor.
And for a kid his age, you have to applaud the way he stepped aside to let Rosenberg do his thing. That's not always easy to do when you're a teenager. But Bishop's put the team first and shown great senior leadership.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sheffield. And so he's picked up the final foul, and he'll have to sit out the rest of this one. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Outside, Black. Off target with the 3. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Pass to Lee. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops both of them, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called by the Eagles. And guys, what do you think?
At this point, every possession going forward is important.
Yeah, if they're going to make a move, make it now.
Pass to Brothers. Kennedy. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to 5.
Your seniors, like Kennedy, are so important for your squad. He's a reliable player you can lean on in these tough situations.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that'll increase their lead to 6. And so he goes 2 of 2 at the line. And now it's a 7-point game. Junior, high post. Poked away. Out of bounds, it goes to the Foxes. And that'll do it for us in this one. Runfield is able to defend their home court despite a fantastic effort from Junior and the rest of the Eagles.
Well, I think the difference tonight was Connor Rosenberg. You take him out of this lineup, and the Eagles are able to walk away with the win tonight.
That may be true, Danny, but we just didn't see enough from the Eagles starting group. I expected some bigger games from some of the players. But ultimately, the Foxes just had more to give tonight.
And the Foxes get the win, and with that, we'll say goodbye. I'm Joe Lamy, and on behalf of Drake Hugo and Denny Hogger, we'd like to thank you for watching this presentation of Garden State IAA Athletics. Have a good evening, everyone.
Hey, easy now.
It's okay, Coach. It's the foul when I was playing. Just tweaked it at the end there.
It's good to check out all the same, huh?
Archie?
Hey. Oh, take it easy, boy. Slow down.
So how am I doing now?
You show some things. Got some good tape to show the right people.
D1 people?
Yeah, it's a step. You show some upside, but you still got to step it up. 2 games is still just a small sample size, but it could get the recruiters in the gym. Then you seal your deal, assuming that's okay.
Yeah, it's just a sprain. I'll probably be limited in this game, but I can still play.
Just like your old man. Como you...
Ay.
Yeah, this time...
Man, give me that ball, man. Wasting my time. Make your move when you got it. You got the angle. Take the step. Commit.
You got me, fine.
Wasting my time. I got you. I got you. That's what you got to say?
What do you expect me to say?
I don't want you to say. I want you to stop putting in the work. Put in the work, Junior. I worked so hard on my step back, the heels on my Jordans unraveled. I gave my heart, my last breath to my team. Everyone I played for in Australia.
Yeah, I heard the story before, Pop. It's getting old.
But you're not listening. You got it all figured out now?
Axel.
Brain they juice. Facts. My back baby. Yeah. Let me see some. Okay. Look, you cannot say pop and forget. I'm from the floors. So they turn driving through the veil, dropping it. I got a laugh cause these jokes drill like who these. I don't know, but I'm gonna go, and I'm in that Bugatti, moving 200, giving me and Trey, that's fuck. All you see is helicopters. I'm in the back engine, revving, Trey, get that, my chicks is clearing, your chicks is spending, and I got a couple, let me know, if you want, cause boy I can send them, and I got a and she got a Louis back, yeah. Okay. Flex, my woo back, baby. Woo. Let me see some. Okay. My woo back, baby. Woo. Let me see some. Okay.
Got it jumping out the zoo. See him, yellow flame.
Hello and welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up against the North High Dragons. Danny, your thoughts on this one?
Well, the big story tonight, Junior is not in the lineup. We don't...
Who's watching here?
And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. More. Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
So we conclude the first half. Dragons are out in front. They're up by 10. Don't go anywhere. Halftime coming up next, and then we'll be back to action for the start of the third.
More information about school athletic events, please sign up for
All right, fellas, here's the deal. We're getting blown out right now. We're getting outplayed, out-hustled, outworked. All right? Second half, I don't care what happens. I want you guys to play hard every possession. All right? Use the ball, every rebound, play D every possession. Get some stops. All right? Now we can work ourselves back into this. Yeah, you one play at a time, all right? Sounds good. Getting better? Let's do this. That was hard to watch out there. All right, fellas, let's get the second half over with. It's embarrassing. Let's go. Come on.
That block could be just for some positive change. Good start for them here in this half.
And not so fast. Just as you say that, another turnover for the Eagles. Tonight's just not their night. Controlling up top. Off the pick and roll. Off the glass for an easy deuce.
Joe, I've heard of fried chicken. It looks like we're seeing fried Eagles because the Dragons are simply roasting them. This can't be easy for Junior to watch. It's getting actually difficult to watch now. At this point, it feels like the Eagles need to regroup for their next one. Hopefully they'll get Junior back in the lineup.
And that's the final buzzer. We'd like to thank everyone for watching this presentation of Garden State IAA basketball. As always, we hope to see you at our next broadcast. Good night, everyone.
Stands located at the north and south.
Yeah. Hey. Racks on racks on racks. Yeah. How can I lax? Sick and I move. Yeah. Made my own bars. Still I don't lack.
Hello and welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up. And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. More. Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Dragons up by 12, and we'll return right after the halftime break to bring you the third quarter.
Spring sports are just around the corner. We encourage all to try out for track, baseball.
All right, fellas, here's the deal. We're getting blown out right now.
said I'm going in.
And so it's North High with the ball. The 12-point lead is their biggest of the game.
And Junior playing on a weakened knee. You just wonder how long he's going to be able to last out there. Surely they'll want to take precaution with him.
Coral's shot is off the mark.
I think that miss surprised everyone, especially the shooter.
Junior, defended by Williams. And that one's good for Junior. And with the injury Junior is trying to play through, I believe he picked it up at the end of last game.
Yeah, it seemed like an innocuous play where he felt a strange sensation in his knee. Unfortunately, it just hasn't gone away and nagged him since.
Coral with it. 9 points in this one. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Junior. Well, a turnover there from Junior, and he just doesn't look like himself nursing that injury. And the dunk by Eric Dillard.
When Powell is on defense, he's a consistent threat. Spots an opening, wastes no time exploiting it to start a fast break.
And it's hard to shake off just how disjointed the Eagles looked in the first half. Hopefully the return of Junior will get this team back on track.
And after a start like that, you really just have to hit the reset button at halftime. Coach Bishop probably sat them down and told them, just win the next 2 quarters. Don't worry about that first half.
Coral's shot is off the mark.
1 for 4 here to start the second half.
Junior, defended by Williams. Here's Junior, stolen by Williams. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Eagles. And the Eagles making a change here. And it's the Eagles with the ball. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Into the third we go now, 2 minutes in. Coral, it falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8 from the floor.
You can see why they want to get it to Coral, because he has the ability to capitalize from down there.
The double clutch. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Sean Powell. These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. The Dragons making a switch here.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 at the stripe that time. And with the way that Junior has burst onto the scene, there's some talk going around that he's going to get offers to play at the next level.
And he's got such raw talent. There's no doubt about that. But every college can see the ceiling Junior has and wants to get him into their program. He'll have a lot of options to choose from by the time he ends high school.
Teardrop shot. Here's Coral. It's hauled in by the Eagles.
And on top of that, this quarter has not been going his way on the offensive end.
Pass to Junior. Lays it up and banks it in.
Can't allow Junior to get comfortable from there. Once he does, he goes to work.
North High in the lead. Powell outside. Now here's Gibson. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Junior. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Tremendous effort from Junior. Clashes with some aggressive defense, but manages to release his shot and get fouled.
So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. And the Dragons with possession here. And here's Dillard. Pass to Hotkins. Gibson. Now here's Sousa, defended by Brothers. And it's the Dragons missing again.
And the starting small forward for the Dragons, Reese Jones, coming off an MCL injury over summer, but athleticism has never been his game.
Yeah, he's always played a bit taller than he actually is. He can give you a little bit of everything, and you hope that that leg holds up the rest of this season. Oh, he got that one right off in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
And the mid-range shot is a really good choice there. He'd have a tough time making it inside against a bigger man.
Pass to Brothers. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
I want to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed from right around the rim.
Outside, Gibson. Hotkins outside. Back to Gibson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Here's Junior. Pass to Brothers. And it's good for 2.
Their last 5 buckets coming in the painted area.
And defensively, you gotta make the adjustment. Force them to make a perimeter shot.
It's Dillard outside. To the left wing. Here's Day. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
That's how you want to end the quarter.
Momentum going into the next.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Dragons up on top. They're up by 6.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
In this backcourt of the Dragons, featuring a pair of juniors, William and Dillard, a lot of talent there, but they can get a bit sloppy at times.
Yeah, they're a bit of the wild card factor for this team. I'm not exactly sure what you're going to get. Everyone knows Powell is the star, but often the barometer for this school is just how under control the backcourt tandem can play.
Junior outside. Zadirko gets that one to go for his 6th make of the game. He's now 6 for 10.
Terrific urgency from Zadirko on this play. He knows how essential it is that the Eagles score, so he gets productive.
Now here's Coral. He's guarded by Marceda. He gets the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he gets both of them.
A big trip to the line, bringing this down to a 1-possession game.
Sean Powell with the steal. And the dunk by Eric Dillard.
Yeah, Dillard delivers a big shot when the Dragons need it most. Able to keep his cool and drain it despite the pressure.
A drive by Junior. And Junior can't connect there. The knee could still be an issue.
Well, without a doubt, the star of this North High team is Sean Powell. Already going to a major college next season on scholarship. He can do so much.
Well, he's the tallest member of the Dragons, but they like him at power forward. Very fluid mover who can attack in multiple ways.
That's true. At the next level, they'll probably slot him as a 3 or a bit of a tweener forward, but he's got great talent and form on his shot, and the sky is the limit for this kid.
Sheffield outside. Junior left side. And he's going to get whistled for the foul. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
Yeah, I don't know. Game situation, I guess.
So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now. Some very important free throws right there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Right side, Williams. Black pulls it down, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts him up by 5.
Like a lot of players from Newark, Junior plays with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He's out to prove there's just as much talent in North Jersey as there is across the river in New York.
Timeout called by the Dragons. And so it's North High with the ball. Here's Williams. James Marcedo with the block.
I love when Marcedo leverages his reach and height on D, able to cleanly deny the shot attempt.
Pass to Coral. Right wing. There's the triple. And it's Williams missing. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first one of 2 is no good. Heartbreaker there. Outside Stauffer. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, Williams seems to have pretty well developed court vision. He quickly spots the opportunity of the wide open man.
And the Eagles will call time here. And here are the Eagles now. And now they decide to intentionally foul.
No choice but to commit the foul and stop the clock.
Extend this game. Make it as many possessions as you can.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And there it is. The comeback is complete. What an amazing effort from the Newark East Eagles to fight their way back and steal a game that was lost at half.
Totally. Credit the fans for keeping the Eagles in this game, staying energetic. But the story of the game has to be Junior, fighting his way through injury to lead his team in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the amount of heart that Junior showed in this game, the passion he played with when he clearly wasn't at his best, that's something you rarely see in any sport.
Reminds you a bit of the passion his dad played with. And for that, that'll do it for us tonight. An amazing...
Chase, no love, just need my bars, gotta go run it up. I need my funds, boy, I don't need to stunt, wanna stack for fun, yeah. Ay, I'm on the way, straight to the top, don't give up about what you say. Ain't got no time for that talking, I'm making plays. I'm always doing me.
No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Barclays Center. We're here for the final game in the Battle of Brooklyn. I'm Joe Lamy. Alongside me are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Great matchup in this one between Louisiana Northeast and Newark East.
Sure is, Joe. Both teams have looked impressive lately, but you'd have to be a fool to think this isn't Louisiana Northeast to lose. They're led by top recruit Hendrix Cobb. This team is tops in the country.
The depth and talent of the Civic Cats will be hard to match, but the Newark East Eagles are no slouches, and they played with heart all season long. They also have a surprise star in Junior that can provide matchup issues for the Civic Cats.
Either way, we'll be in for a treat as the top talent in high school hoops hits the floor. The scouts will be tuned in for this one as the Battle of Brooklyn is on its way. We see the Eagles starting with Day and Junior, the talented backcourt pair. On the wing, you have Lack. Zadirico and Marceda make up the post pair to round out the starting 5. For the Cats, it's the star tandem in the backcourt with Cobb at the 1 and Davidson at the 2. Splitter fills in at the small forward position with the high-flying Teddy Edwards at the power forward spot, with Mushi Fresh rounding it out starting at center.
And for the Eagles, they're technically the away team in this game, even though it's being played right in their backyard.
And you have to admire the effort the Eagles have shown all tournament long, too. They knew they'd have the crowd support most of the way, and they've earned it with their play.
Cobb with it, now guarded by Junior. Makes it off the glass.
This is good offense. Splitter giving it up to the open man. Scouts love to see it.
Outside, Day. Pass to Junior. Now Marceda. And that one's good.
Took them a while to get it going. They finally connected on their 4th shot of the game.
And here are the Civic Cats now. Outside Cobb. Splitter with the ball. Cobb. Lets the floater go. Here's Fresh. And the rebound paying off as they pick up the second chance points right there.
And for Junior, the interest in him from colleges has been growing all season long. There's a good chance he'll get some offers from great schools to play at the next level.
To the middle. Here's Junior. It's stolen by Teddy Edwards. 3-on-3. Fresh is clean.
And a nice finish to that transition scoring opportunity.
No hesitation in what he wanted to do. One burst to the rim and he finished the play.
Going back to Junior and the offers from colleges, guys, it seems like a lock he'll get at least an invite from some major schools.
And they'd be foolish not to offer him a scholarship at this point. He's proved time and time again this season that this is just the tip of the iceberg for him. Junior could be a huge player at the college level.
Impressive job of creating that kind of look.
Time called here. The Civic Cats decide to talk it over.
Well, he just wants to get everyone in sync.
I like the timeout here. Get everyone together, make any necessary adjustments.
So it's both. To the inside. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
For me, their ball movement is really standing out. Every basket coming off an assist, it seems like.
Well, the last 3 buckets have, and these guys are in total unison right now.
The Civic Cats with the lead. Well, you look at the talent on this Louisiana Northeast team, easy to see why they're the top team in the nation.
It goes beyond the stars like Cobb at the top. They have great depth and multiple students that will be getting offers from powerhouse schools. Credit the program they have built down there, as this is a premier high school basketball team.
The drive by Junior. And the miss there from Junior. Boy, he just doesn't look at full strength in this one.
A few more boards can make this one closer.
The little attention to detail makes all the difference in a game like this. Boxing out being one of them.
From 7. And it's Timmerman missing. And it's the Eagles with the ball. 6-point game. Pass to Marceda. Zadirko. And that finds the bottom of the basket. Nice feed that time from Marceda.
And how about the dime from the big man? Marceda doing a great job finding his teammate.
Here's Splitter. 2 minutes now played in this second quarter. Here's Fresh. Now here's Porter. Shoots over Kennedy. That one a little long. To the paint. And the basket by Zadirko.
And a look at the Civic Cats bench, it's not the most talented, but the group is well seasoned. A lot of seniors who have seen everything this program has thrown their way.
Up top, Fresh. Splitter outside. Pass to Timmerman. James Marceda with the block.
I love when Marceda leverages his reach and height on D, able to cleanly deny the shot attempt.
So both teams changing it up here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Eagles trailing. And it's stolen away by Timmerman. And again, no good from Louisiana. And thinking about the Civic Cats bench, guys like Sapita, Timmerman, and Wang, not very talented, but they're experienced.
I agree. Certainly they're the last guys you expect to do any real damage out on the floor, but they're really not known for their scoring. But that leadership, that experience that they provide, that secures their spot on this team. And boy, that shot takes soft touch.
Pass to Junior. Almost 4 minutes gone by into this second quarter of play. And here's Day. Junior. Not the best shooting night for Junior, and you wonder if his knee is the issue, guys.
He might not be making a big deal or show out of it, but the numbers say it's bothering him still. He just doesn't seem to have it tonight.
And only one injury to report for the Eagles in this one. Junior's still not at full strength.
The team was hoping that Junior's knee would have been fully healed by now, but it just hasn't recovered the...
Stay with it. Pass to Junior. For the lead. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
I like when Junior takes initiative, being aggressive and getting the D to act on the drive.
And that one falls. 2 from at the line that time. The Civet Cats trailing. Splitter outside. Pass to Cobb. And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot. It goes on James Marceda.
At 6'8", Cobb possesses great size and uses it well to attract fouls inside.
Now the Eagles with it. The drive now by Junior. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and he'll go to the line.
And the defense knows they just can't let him get away with an easy shot.
Yes, sir, I agree. That is the best play they could have made right there.
And with Cobb playing back in Brooklyn, a bit of a homecoming for him, guys.
Yeah, definitely. He spent his early years playing in Newark, right down the road from this facility, actually. And at age 12, his parents moved to Louisiana, and that's really where his basketball career took off.
The drive by Junior. That shot's good.
Impressive movement from Junior here, getting himself free to shoot. The Eagles really support each other on those plays.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And even though he's out there and playing, Junior just doesn't seem like he's his usual self.
I would guess that he just doesn't have the same endurance as he normally does. I mean, he's moving fine, but everything seems to be a bit tougher for him tonight.
Junior outside. Returns today. A minute and a half of basketball played here in the third. The fader. And Junior looking a bit winded out there. Wonder if that injury is still bothering him. Here's Cobb. Kicks it out to Edwards. Fresh. Gets it to drop, and he's now 5 of 8.
3 straight makes to start the second half.
Guys, here's a look at Teddy Edwards, another fantastic player who is highly recruited on this Civet Cats team.
Edwards has the raw power and strength to finish inside against just about anyone. He moves very well for his size and is a natural finisher at the rim. He's definitely going to make some college people extremely happy in short time.
Now Splitter. Pass to Cobb. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Good work there as it goes.
The Cats coaching staff encourages Cobb to drive when he sees that opening. You can see why on that possession.
Junior outside. Kadirko outside. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist.
A big man with stretch 4 capabilities. Kadirko looking comfortable, trying his luck.
On the wing, Hendricks Cobb. Edwards inside. Kadirko's there. The basket is good.
They're getting good shots close to the basket. 5 of their last 6 attempts have now gone in.
Taking it right at the defense and converting.
And the Eagles will call time here.
Substitution.
little over a minute into the fourth quarter. Down low. Marceda, good.
And without a doubt, Hendricks Cobb, the #1 recruit in the nation. We're seeing him tonight. A lot of eyes will be on him during this contest.
That one goes, count it.
And at 6'7" and 220 pounds, Edwards is a load, using his frame well to score.
Inside, Marceda, and James Marceda slams it in.
And a huge effort like that is exactly what this team needs.
Getting everyone fired up with an aerial display.
A big-time momentum builder.
Davidson with it. He's picked up by Day. Pass to Cobb. Back to Splitter. Right side, Cobb. Shoots over Day. And he wills that one in. Right in off the back iron. And with Cobb, the #1 prospect from this class, without a doubt. He's still undecided on where he's going to school, guys.
Yeah, and it's not from a lack of offers. Many major schools have reached out to him already. Cobb knows, though, he has all the power and will make his decision when he's good and ready. I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite this deficit.
Exactly. That's when you need to be aggressive. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Set it up, bring the play in.
The Civic Cats with the lead. Pass to Fresh. For three, it's Hendricks Cobb. Good, and the assist goes to Mushi Fresh.
He's shaken off that slow start and given them a boost here in the second half.
And as many expected, the Cats just too much to handle. Their loaded roster getting a big lead going here in the second half.
You can find an answer for Cobb. You can find an answer for Davidson, or maybe Edwards. And you can't answer for all of them. That's when the Eagles are finding out, and tonight it's been all Civic Cats.
I love Splitter's tenacity in the paint. He's not timid about getting in the mix and having to fight for the shot.
To the inside. Yep, that one goes.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Here's Cobb. Teardrop shot. Marceda pulls it in. Nothing has come easily for them today.
Not at all. It isn't what you'd call the best of performances from them.
Pass to Day. Back to Junior. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now into this fourth quarter.
And I like when Fresh takes initiative on defense. Look how impactful he can be on this end.
To the middle. Marceda, that's good.
Heads-up play on both ends of the basketball there. The steal and quick push on the fast break.
That's rapid-fire basketball at its very best.
Time called here. The Civic Cats decide to talk it over.
Come get it, come get it. Let's go.
It's two Splitter on the wing. Cobb. Pass to Fresh. Outside Cobb. Drills it from deep.
Watching the way Cobb gets things done on the floor is exemplary. It's easy to see why he's such a highly regarded recruit.
Everything comes so easy for him. Just raw, natural ability combined with a great sense of the moment. There's a sense that he'll be an impact player beyond the college level someday already.
Now here's Cobb.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
And here's Junior. To the paint, Marceda. And he lays it straight in.
They probably wish this run came earlier.
At least they are showing some signs of life. Something they can build on going forward.
Outside Cobb. And that'll do it. Louisiana Northeast Civic Cats have won the Battle of Brooklyn. The top team in the nation looked the part as they took down several teams to come away with the invitational title.
Just exceptional. When you look at the talent that the Civic Cats have on their roster, it seems overwhelming this was going to be the case. The Eagles put up a fight, but Cobb and the rest of the Civic Cats were just too much for them.
And when it comes down to it, the Civic Cats were supposed to win this. That's the level of success they expect. The talent they have makes anything short of winning every game a failure.
Great set of games capped off by a fantastic win by the Cats. That'll conclude our broadcast of the Battle of Brooklyn. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger, I'm Joe Lamy. Thanks for watching.
Man, what can I say?
How about admitting that I'm better than you? Now, that would be a good start.
Not going that far. Hey, you got me this time.
Hey, listen, man. You showed something to these scouts tonight. I know it. There will be others.
Celebrate with your teammates, man. You deserve it.
Well, celebrate. We're a travel team, baby. We don't celebrate. It's just on to Cleveland.
Man, this is it. College. The atmosphere, the tradition, the coaching. It's nothing like it, Junior. It's a good time to get to know who you are, too. Get an education, you know? I mean, there's no money right now, but the path gets easier for you to get a bigger brand once you get into the league because of all the TV exposure.
Yeah, like Zion.
Exactly, like Zion. It's not going to be easy. You bet. You made the right choice.